Don't make chicken and potatoes until you see this recipe. There's nothing left on the table. Friends, for today's recipe we will need a whole chicken breast and we will cut it into the thickness of a finger. After cutting all the chicken breast, I placed it on a cutting board and used a kitchen hammer to soften all the pieces. Now with the chicken in a bowl I will season it with a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of paprika, half a teaspoon of black pepper, a teaspoon of oregano, and also 3 cloves of chopped garlic. Now just mix very well for the seasoning to add to the chicken. I'm also going to add a little olive oil, which I was already forgetting, as the oil helps to mix the seasoning. Now just mix a little more. Now let's set aside for approximately 15 minutes. Now I have 4 medium potatoes here and I'm going to cut them into slices. Friends, this recipe is very easy, and if you like potato and chicken recipes, tell me below so I can find out more and bring you more recipes like this. Now I'm going to cut an onion in half and then I'm going to cut it into strips, like this. Now in a baking dish I'm going to add the onion that I just chopped and spread it very well across the bottom of the dish. This recipe is delicious, I'm sure you'll love it. Now just add our potatoes on top of the onion, like this. Remember that the amount of ingredients will depend on the size of your pan. Now I'm going to add a little salt on top of our potatoes. I'm also going to add a little spread of oregano. Now black pepper too. And finally, a little smoked paprika to add color and more flavor to our potatoes. And now it's very simple, just take the chicken that we reserved and add it on top of our potatoes, like this. Now we're going to cover everything with a piece of aluminum foil, leaving it tightly closed, and then we're going to put it in the oven at 200 degrees Celsius for 40 minutes. Meanwhile, let's prepare the filling for our recipe. In a bowl I put 150 grams of grated mozzarella cheese. I will also add a chopped medium tomato, a whole egg, and a tablespoon smells like mayonnaise. Now just mix well. We've already mixed everything very well. Now I'm going to take our chicken and potatoes that we've already roasted. Look how delicious it is. The smell is wonderful. Now just put our stuffing here on top of our chicken and potatoes and our recipe will be spectacular. If you make it at home, there will be nothing left on the table. Now just put it in the oven at 180 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes. Our chicken and potatoes recipe is ready and look how delicious it turned out. I'm going to get a piece for you to see and for me to try. This potato and chicken recipe is super complete, you don't need anything else. Look what a perfect and delicious recipe. Now the best time has come, it's time to try our recipe and tell us how it turned out. My God! It was wonderful. Do it at your home and it will definitely be a success.